Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. Today is Friday, August 4th, and today marks 12 years of priesthood for me. I'm recording this in the morning, but I won't post it until later on tonight. This year is my first year of celebrating an anniversary without Bishop Swain. The bishop ordained me. And granted, he hasn't been our bishop since the last 3 years or so, but there's a close link, I believe, to the bishop who ordains me. In a way, he is the spiritual father for me as I walked through those years of seminary, and then also working with him as a master of ceremonies and traveling with him for different things in our diocese and elsewhere. And as I look at the picture from 12 years ago, things have changed. I'm that much older, but also with that much more experience. And I think the beauty of today is that I also will celebrate a wedding this afternoon down at Christ the King, where I spent a lot of time there in youth group at that parish, and things come full circle in very wonderful ways. I plan to stop at the cathedral just to pray briefly and take some time to remember where I laid prostrate during the Litany of the Saints and recall those emotions, but also the great joy of that day. And I think something that's been on my mind and my heart for prayer, especially today, but even as of late, is it's not about me. And it really isn't. That might sound like a false humility or whatever it might be, but it's not about me. The ministry that I have been called to, it is a ministry of the priesthood for the lay faithful, that along with you, I try to unite myself to you in different ways, whether it's the celebration of the sacraments, being by a bedside when someone is hurting, being on call, just in whatever way it happens. And so allowing that reality to sink in more and more, not only, I look at the last 12 years and see moments where I did make it about me, and we can probably know and imagine how that went. It's not about me. And I think that's a very important part of, as I've learned from married couples, from my own parents, from my brother and sister-in-law, from families that I've had the opportunity to minister to and be with in those 12 years, that for marriage, you have to have that mindset of, it's not about me, it's about the other person, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your children. Considering this, ask for your prayers, that the next many years of priesthood, God willing, will be fruitful, but also bring God's grace into your life. And that for me as a priest, I'm in continual need of prayers, of personal purification, mortification, etc., that I can be the priest that my parishioners need, and also be a priest who is deeply in love with Jesus Christ. So, with all that said, thank you to Bishop Swain for his priestly witness and also example before I was ordained, but also during my years of service in our diocese. And I'm grateful to my brother priests the men that I shared that date with, Father Jordan Sampson, Father Christopher Cowles, Father Jonathan Venner, and Father Russell Homick. Grateful to them for their companionship and their brotherhood, and to all my brother priests in our diocese and elsewhere that I've encountered. I'm grateful for their priestly witness and ministry, whether they've been ordained for 5 months or 50 years. Thank you. St. John Vianney, patron of parish priests, pray for us.